Stick with us, folks. We're going to have David hit some 2-irons. Yes, they still exist. That's coming up next on Golf Channel Academy. Let me see that thing. Welcome back to Golf Channel Academy. Look at that. That's a 2-iron. It's a butter knife. Why in the world? I mean, I know you're the champion golfer of the year, but I mean, old Tom Morris used to hit that. Why are you still hitting a 2-iron?
Yeah, you know, it's just something I grew up on. I grew up with 1-irons, 2-irons, even with the changes in equipment, the balls. I couldn't get away from it. I messed with hybrids, and I didn't like how they flew for me. I felt like they spun too much, tended to turn over. I want to be able to have a club that I can get in the air sufficiently well, but also keep down and drive. It's not like this is a scoring club, but I can move it the way I want to move it consistently. I have to really work and almost change my golf swing to hit a hybrid.
But a hybrid, for the average golfer, that's a club, and all your Pro-Am play and all the golf you played with folks all over the world, a hybrid's a club that can be very useful for an average golfer.
I'm not saying throw away your hybrids and go get this, go get a 2-iron, but that's just how I like to play the game, how I approach the game. Hybrids are much more useful for the everyday player, easier to get in the air. You don't have to feel like you have to help the ball up, because that's what anybody's going to typically air with this golf club. 2 and even 3-irons are going to get here and just kind of do what we're talking about not doing. Is
there any more rewarding feel in the game than taking a 2-iron and hitting it center of the club face?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a great barometer for me to know if I'm swinging well, because if I can swing this like a 7 or 8-iron, hit a solid golf shot up in the air, I know I'm doing exactly what I want to do.
Okay, so most amateurs, they're not going to have a 2-iron in their bag. They're not going to have a 3, maybe not even a 4.
Yeah.
But even the 5-iron can be intimidating. What's a common fault you see from amateurs when they get that 5-iron in their hands?
Well, I think one thing, they're trying to hit it too far. Typically you see that day in, day out with amateurs, especially in the Pro-Ams on the PGA Tour. Just remembering that one time they hit that 5-iron 183 yards and just flushed it and up there to 5 feet, forgetting the other 4,000 times that came up way short. So I think they're trying to hit it too far. And secondly, I think they're aiming poorly. You know, aim it up the front half, middle of the green, and you're gonna eventually save strokes doing that.
David, we worked our way through your bag from the wedges all the way to that 2-iron, and the one thing that your approach for all those clubs has in common is this release pattern that you have. Can we just finish our show with that release pattern one more time? Just tell me what it is you're trying to accomplish with releasing the golf club, how you do it.
You know what, it's taken a lot of time getting back into it because I got to where I was pulling, things like that, but I want to get up, I want to be set up, I want to get to the top of my swing and make sure I get set, because typically when you hear the term jumping, okay, somebody jumps, they don't complete their backswing and they go like this. And now you're just in no man's land. So I want to get the club set so I can now make sure it comes out on top of the plane, and the club is already square way back here. So now to keep it square, I'm just trying to get my right hand to go under my left. So if I'm in this position here, if I go like this, you can see the face isn't rolling. If I continue down, the handle's going, and now I'm going to have to roll. So I try to be here, get it go under around me, and go from there.
Can you finish this off with another one of those bullet 2-irons?
Let's see if we can hit a nice, high, good 2-iron.
I love it. Absolutely love it. David, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And you certainly have a lot of people out there reevaluating how they swing the golf club. We like to